Kia ora and welcome back here to the Game 2 of the live streaming here. E huri tō aruaru ki te rā, tūkuna tō atarangi, ki mua ki a koe, tēnā koutou katoa, and welcome to our live stream here, Otago versus Whanganui 16 girls, live from Bruce Pullman Park here in Papakura, and wonderful to have with me, who needs no introduction, who is an expert on the mic. Tēnā koe, welcome Jared.
Thank you very much, Mike. Awesome to be here. Awesome to see the Otago girls getting ready. Obviously they do singing auditions before they do trials, which is great. But yeah, exciting game. I think it's going to be a nice flowing running game, and if you compare it to what we saw yesterday, it's going to be really, really quick.
It certainly is going to be an exciting game, as we have in front of us now the team list from Otago and Whanganui. And Otago has had quite a long history, especially through the girls program of coming through. They've got a lot, they've come through the grades all the way up to our touchback level, so I'm sure we're going to be extremely excited by the talent that we have here. Anyone or a couple of names in particular?
Oh, you know, there's the co-captains are great, or Riley Parbinger and Demi McElwee, both going to Columba and St Hilda's respectively. They've gone through the ranks and played under quite a few touchback girls, so a lot of experience there. But then the youngsters like Charlotte Fusaranga, she's great agility. It's good to see her in the game. She's from Otago Girls High.
And we see that Charlotte's dad, Eric, is it? Yeah. Is he the coach?
Yeah. And
the manager, Claire Chalice here. Chalice.
Yeah, and her daughter's playing Libby Chalice, number 3.
And equally, always full of talent here, the team from Whanganui, and we look forward to an exciting match here this afternoon here at Bruce Pullman Park with Jared, myself, and we might, if we're lucky enough, to have the sweet, docile sounds, the voice of George Yonke. I know he's out there pressing hands, kissing babies, walking old people across the road, you name it. He's doing it here. Just want to also introduce the coaches, the referees, Matthew Weaver, Holly Thomas and Stephen Hamilton. They will be controlling the match here as we now hear the 2-minute sound. So clock down, 2 minutes to go. Looking forward to seeing players from Whanganui with their coaching staff, manager Hana Haruru, coach Mike Lama, also coach Jordan Makaru, and tour manager here, Fiona Bryant. It's exciting, the sun is shining. He rangi paki ki te haere. It is a beautiful day here in Tamaki Makaurau. There's the girls, it's a bit of giggle, having a laugh, which is important. This thing is about fun, isn't it, Jared?
Yeah, it's such a great experience, just seeing how all the provinces get along, and everyone at the end of the day is all mates here, and the girls just love coming up here to play, loving the warm weather, and as we watch this tap-off that everyone practices so much, we've got Demi on the ball, going down for Riley Parbinger, and they'll slow it down here and just try to pick up the right player. We've got Geneva on the back ball, and unfortunately ball down, but the ref has given a penalty.
The ref sees something in the background there.
They've got a recount, so it'll be good to see if they use the whole sheet. Probably will try and hold onto the ball here. And great defense there.
You're right there. What is a great defense by Whanganui. And what we've noticed over on day 2 is the team really has to get off the line really quickly and make their way forward.
Yeah, the link there, Kawana is working really, really hard to make 2 defensive touches there.
Both the middles are up. Great touch. Number 7, Tuahine Hatfield. Great defense by Whanganui girls, under 16 girls. Good resilience and keeping in the grind. And they've actually facing the wind here. And Whanganui making their way to the subbing box as they look to get some fresh pair of legs.
They'll be very happy with that defensive set, and let's see if they can transition into attack. Moving the ball right across the field.
Number 2 on the ball there, Maya Mahoney. Just looking for some runners there, unable to find it at that time. Both teams will still be feeling themselves out, won't they, at this stage?
Yeah, and the nerves of playing on field one, knowing everyone's watching, family backs home watching, but I know they'll all be really, really fizzing for it. Here comes Amy onto the ball. And Charlotte, number 4, good link touch there. Amy's got the scoop on, great finish.
Wonderful finish, and let's try to number 13.
Eilish Fright.
Here we go on the Bunnings Warehouse replay. Pick and scoop. Draws in the winger, number 1. Amy Johnson draws in the winger, and it's just a nice overhead pop pass.
Really good awareness. She saw that the link had come up high and just went and attacked that open space.
That's Otago 1. Whanganui 0 at this stage. Whanganui get themselves down to the dotted line. If you're tuning in for the first time or you've been a regular watcher, and if you haven't recognised yet, these the lines, the dotted lines along the cross is the 7 metre line now.
Yeah, and it's come really into effect. Yeah, I think everyone's got used to that 5 metre, and we're noticing a lot of refs giving those penalties, players just being short, but it's nice and clear now. I think the new rule change has been for the better of the game, and it's nice to see how different teams are using different strategies to manipulate that rule in their favour.
Yeah, look, and I totally agree. I love the new innovations around the rules. And great hands by the Otago girls, just giving it some mere.
Yeah, not afraid to throw it around. And here comes Demi on the scoop. Ref is called play through. Oh, and well done. Great finish there from Sarah Jameson. And again, great awareness of just that 7 that we're speaking about. Looked up, the ref had said play through, and she carried on.
Here we go with the Bunnings Warehouse replay. We just see the end of that. Number 14, Sarah Jamison with the touchdown. But again, a lot from the scoop play, and players just not getting back on side. 7 metres back is new, especially if you're not playing that in your province. It can be quite daunting when you come to a national tournament.
Here's Mahoney on the ball, and unfortunately doesn't keep control of it. They've been getting to the line. They just need to.
They certainly have. Just unfortunate the ball went to ground, but I know these players will pick themselves up. Good resilience, and team members in the subbing box will more look at the positives and really celebrate what they're doing. So mistakes are a part of the game, but it's how we uffy everyone while they're out there.
Here's Asher Murphy and Neve Gromans. Neve Gromans on the scoop. Asher Murphy for the inside ball, and good defense. It's a great set. That's what you want as a coach, using the whole set coast to coast, getting a nice scoop on the end there and making the other team work really hard, and now they have to come back. This is a good, nice direct drive, getting to the box. And now they've got to go into the transition. And that's where it is, just trying to keep that momentum that your defending players have come and bought once they've driven off, trying to keep that momentum to put Otago on the back foot so he can scoop the ball here.
Exactly. It is all about momentum going forward.
Otago very stable in that, knew what was coming.
And Whanganui getting up.
Proactive.
Well done, great defence. Let's touch count 3, I think. As Otago start to move themselves into the middle of the field as they start to set up. Let's see what they've got.
We've got McElwee on the ball. Looks for a crossover. Going for the line. Great defense again.
Nice set-up play there. Bit of a quickie play. And then straight and going low. The Whanganui girls are equal to the task. They quickly get the ball off the ground and start to move forward. And let's see if they can keep the momentum going, as you were saying last time, Jared.
We've got Manahona on the ball.
Maya Mahoney, she's around the ball. Her and Anahita. It's a handover. They, as we said earlier, they're certainly getting to the line. They just need to probably set themselves up to have a really good strike at it.
Yeah, they've definitely got the athletes on the field. I've watched them earlier this tournament, and I've seen a few chase downs and that, so they've got the personnel there. They just got to get the right person on the end of the ball. Yeah, Charlotte, number 4 on the scoop. A little bit close with Amy. And the ref has called a dummy off touch. Great positioning from the ref there, just to know that everyone was on side there, and player claimed a touch on the dummy off. Quick turnover.
Yeah, nice touch by number 2, Maya there. There's the game. Whanganui lost control there. Referee says no. We're going to take the touch there. What's he called? Said that's a touch, so it's a roll ball here. They just need to get some momentum going forward. Really liking around the defensive effort we're seeing from these Whanganui girls. So we definitely know that down that side of the field. And here we go. That's good leg speed. Wonderful hands. Great skills. We got number 3 there. Kararaina Kawana. Oh, unfortunate there, but I know they'll come back on this one. Working in pairs there. 2 of the Whanganui players up there to get a stop. Touch count 2. Otago getting new subs on here.
Got Murphy on the ball. Good direct running. Gromans. Back to Murphy. Check back inside. Looking to scoop on the open side. And Sarah Jameson gets a second.
Well done. You can see the scoop picks. Here we go on the Bunnings warehouse replay. A nice good plant. There's a scoop. Pulls in the link. And just like that. Great running the holes.
Yeah, they're definitely using their momentum out the box. Not allowing the defense to set. So not knowing which side to corner and which side to shut. And just manipulating that by not slowing down.
Yeah, look, and I think you're right in terms of we've seen some really good defence from Whanganui, but when the momentum is on and the Otago girls are coming through, you've got to respond to that pretty quickly. So I'm sure that's something that the coaching staff, both Mike and Jordan, will be talking about that in the subbing box.
We've got Mahoney on the ball again. She seems to be running the show here. Looking for the short ball. Goes for a line. But Otago wise to it there.
Here we go. Mahoney starting to organise the players around. Good shot by the winger from the outside.
Yeah, very good lift from Ashton. There, Luana Ashton. We've got McElwee making the first hit. And then Duncan on the ball to Chalice. But great lift there from the link to give them a chance here. And if they can work quickly and move the points of attack, there's something will be on here.
It was a good defensive stop by the winger, being pressed. She's really getting up in the face of the players and just making herself present. So it is.
Great, second phase. That's good.
Ball's down. Yep. Referee's calling that.
And it's a great call. He had a great position. It was a really, really, really good call. And that was Teresa Rennie on the try there.
Teresa Rennie. So we've got a couple of Rennies in the team, a couple of sisters.
You see the Bunnings warehouse replay here.
All cousins there, and just like that.
I love that explanation from the ref to Libby Chalice there, just explaining that the touch was good, but he had seen the ball down.
Yeah.
And, and it's just the player knows that they've done the right thing, but just not in the right time.
And also, you can just see the acknowledgement of the player, just nodding their head. Yeah, well done. Yep, good communication, good teamwork. Just doesn't need to happen between players, but also between the players and the referee.
That's true.
And let's see. Here we go. Whanganui getting their line up. Well done. Good organisation on the line by Whanganui girls. As Otago look to go short side. Did they find the hole there?
Number 6,
looking.
Sophia Tati. Great hole she found there. Asher Murphy took it right to the line, made a defender commit. That was the follow play just before. And it was great that they realised there was space on that open side. Great pass. Well done. The touch, again, same situation. Touch was made, but the ref had obviously seen ball down first.
Exactly. And for the link to really hold that line and not shift and, suddenly go out and crowd the winger. So well done to the Otago player there.
Here they come again.
Whanganui again. Very good at getting people up. Referee says in the ruck area. That's the signal there. We're getting really great officiating happening. This continued from what we'd seen from the first live stream game here. Again, Otago making their way forward, looking for an opportunity.
Riley Parbinger with the quickie step back there. It was quite nice how they flowed into it. Again, just not allowing that defense to set. And then they're getting the miscount here. So coming back here, no one's come to help, and she's a very good read.
Yeah, definitely the number 9 Anahira for Whanganui made her way back, but because her body was on the side, and it's when you're in that position, it's probably a whole team effort. But she did really great to get herself back on side, just unable to turn her body at that time to make the touch. And here they come again. Nice yards through the field. Number 7. Oh, unfortunately, the ball just didn't go to hand there.
Johnson on the ball here. Adwa to Tati to Chalice. We've got Sophie, we know, has got a lot of pace, but that is a really, really good chase. That's a really not giving up, chasing all the way down. It's a thing in touch now with the leaving the far side wing on. Don't get a lot of feedback from the coach on that. Great defense again. Out there on their own, knows the coach will be cheering, and only at half time we'll get that acknowledgement probably. But it's a great part of the game that they have that experience that stays up there and kind of helps the team out.
Here we go. Ooh, looking at a follow play there. Potentially it was on.
And a great call from the ref there. There was a defender putting a hand on the ball there, but was going for the touch, not going for the ball turnover.
Yeah, just going back to that, the winger running down the sideline and actually being tracked down by the Whanganui girl. A couple of things happening in there that I was really pleased with is just actually the ball skills by the young girls. Wonderful to see, just letting the ball do the work here.
Yeah, and every year it just gets better and better, and there's just so much confidence in that player. Here they are keeping the ball alive, as we say, and that brings us to the half.
And that's come to the first half. Whakamātautanga, the first half here. With the unofficial score we've got here is Otago 5, Whanganui 0. It's certainly been, it's what we've seen from both sides. We've seen energy coming from the Whanganui girls, especially when they're able to set themselves on their line. What we've seen from Otago as they start to use the momentum coming through the field, then that's when we're probably getting Whanganui starting to collapse around their defence. So great to see, and at this stage we've got players with their coaching staff getting drinks. It's been a hot first half out there, and we can also see that the referees, so coaches are getting, players are getting their feedback, and they'll have their own systems and structures within there. But this is something that also happens in the referees. So well done. Good to see. And we see the crowd here. Oh, the coaching staff of the Auckland, of the Whanganui, the Whanganui girls team. Probably just looking about how we go forward and just holding really around the structure.
Yeah.
You know, it's about structure and how do they neutralise the going forward of the Otago girls.
And it's cool to see that, you know, they're getting feedback from the players there. You know, some of the leaders in the team, they're just saying what, you know, they feel needs to happen. You know, I know Otago would be doing the same, and it's really cool to see the maturity here, you know, like how professionally people take the sport. You know, all of them come together, all listening to the coach, nice and calm, get your snacks in, get some water on, and then go and do the job.
Yeah, exactly. I remember when I was in the management staff of the New Zealand Open Mix, and George Yonke, one of the legends of the game, he went straight to the snacks, and we had to remind him to come into the team talk. So, you know, it's great to see our players developing over time. So, but the other good thing is, you know, I love the whole philosophy around the coaching and our players having an opportunity to engage in that. I come from the education sector, and I know that is a big thing that we're really promoting in schools, is actually that our students take control and be a part of the learning. So it's just transitioning into sport, and they help each other.
It'll be interesting to see what they do on the tap-off here. The coach has obviously given them some information on what they should start doing on attack. I do feel they could use the field a little bit better. Sometimes they would attack too many times on the same side, and the target defence was cramming that. So I think with the type of players they have, if they move the ball around and move the points of attack a bit, I think it will open up for them. I mean, the try that they scored just shows that they can do it. So here they go.
Exactly. That's why you're on the mic, my friend, bringing the words of wisdom like that as we begin the second half here at Bruce Pullman Stadium. The unofficial score so far is Otago 5. Sorry, my apologies earlier. Is Whanganui 1. And here we go. Again, number 2, Maya Mahoney around the ball. She's assisted there by Anahira, number 9, Hamahona. And again, Otago coming through the field. And we want to welcome to the commentary box, kia ora e hoa. George, welcome.
Oh, kia ora, Mike. Just back from a snack, mate. Hey, it's good to be back here. Down there, soaking in the crowd, the atmosphere, the excitement on all the other fields. And it's good to be onto this game here. Otago taking on Whanganui. Should be a great battle for the second half. Otago look like the favourites from the first half with their pure speed, just like that. As I went past the sideline, they're like thoroughbreds, and you'll know all about it, Jared, how fast these girls are. How fast actually are they?
They're hard to coach, in all honesty. You know, I try to teach them how to scoop through, but then they all catch me quite easily, so it doesn't look as impressive as when they do it. But these girls play so many different sports, and they're really great down there. Lots of the girls are really into their hockey and that. We've got Neve Gromans, who's into equestrian. So I think that's the thing, that the touch really works for the other sports, and I know it's a reason why a lot of them take it up, just because of the different speed, the amount of mileage you have to do at these tournaments, but the power that it takes as well. So I think lots of these girls let that kind of go into their cross codes. And and I know they enjoy a lot, they train a lot, and at the moment we're playing a lot of touchdown in Otago, which is great to see.
Oh, great to see, and I'll talk all you on that call with the cross codes and getting the skill sets from touch, taking it over to other sports and vice versa. It's a very good foundation sport. As we can see, we've got thoroughbreds out there for Otago, making it very difficult for the Whanganui wahine out there, but just remember, it is under 16s, and these girls have been playing exceptional. And what I do say is to the Whanganui girls, if they get their systems right, get a bit more connection in there, I could see a lot more tries coming.
Yep, and that's a great touchdown by Otago there. Again, just running the holes, but it's referee, my apologies. Is he calling a forward pass there? But then, just another prime example that you talked about getting the connections, and I think, you're spot on there, George. As Whanganui make their way through the field, get a new subbing box. We talked about momentum here, and this is a great opportunity with the ball here. Anahira Hamahona getting great forward momentum as she sets up again. Ball out to the winger, And that's a touch, and that's a better. That's what we know these girls are capable of.
So much more purpose on that attack, you know. Again, as the game goes on, it'll open up for them a bit. But if they keep doing that, they're definitely going to get onto the scoreboard again.
Yeah, and this game is about confidence, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, confidence and being taking those risks and doing it as a team and supporting each other. And that's what we saw. Beautiful, confident set by the Whanganui girls. And equally, good defence.
Great defence there.
Yeah, great defence there. Rennie jumping in there, number 11, putting up a nice fly, breaking down the Otago strike rate. And here we go once again, some good purpose through the midfield, getting to the right end of the field. Let's see if they got a strike play on the end of this. Substitutions coming onto the field. Looks like they got one more touch up their sleeve. Is it going to be a power scoop? Have they still got the momentum? Nice touch in there, isolating the driver. Could be the last one. Okay, ball to ground. End-to-end touch there from Whanganui. That's two great sets for Whanganui. Otago now have possession.
It's like you said, George. You know, it's under 16s. You know, you don't know teams' goals and that. You know, some of these kids get introduced to sport a little bit later, and they come to these tournaments. And I mean, you know, myself as well, I've been in some development teams who've been, let's get to the other side of the field, let's use our touches, let's, you know, connect a little bit more on defense and that, and not really worry about, you know, the outcome. We worry about our performance and how we're developing as players, because, you know, these tournaments, you come back and you'll see these girls carving it up because they're just, you know, they've learned and they're athletes, and here they are on attack. There's good defense from them to get the turnaround.
Yep, and what we've seen so far is a change in their mahere takaro, in their game plan. We're seeing the momentum going forward from the Whanganui girls. Kapai, well done. And again, so, you know, in the second half, we've seen at least 3 strikes at the line. Well done to the coaching staff.
Yeah, they've really done something for the second half. Whanganui have got some purpose and some momentum going forward. If they get that strike at the end, they're going to be more purposeful and have more of an opportunity to score. And what the difference is here is that Otago have a really good defence as well. So as good as the attack is, Otago is sending one defender up, so it's too hard to get him behind when there's only one defender up. So if Whanganui can pull up 2 defenders, that strike on that last one might be a bit more potent.
Definitely. We've got Murphy on the ball here. We know she's got a good quickie play. And that, we'll see what the ref has said. Yep, touch is good. Grauman's and her teammates and peers at Columba College. So they've had secondary schools together. It's quite a bit of experience. Got Brooke Duncan on the OZ play. But again, great read there on the defence.
Yeah, and well done on the from the link for Whanganui. Able to track that player across. And actually just hold the ground, which actually really just put the Otago player in 2 minds. As we see Whanganui again with momentum. I hear the referee's call there.
Yeah, and once again, Hamahuna is setting the platform there, good drives and momentum going forward, getting in behind defenders every time now. So that she's put them in a very good place, got them another set of 6, and here we go. So a good strike rate. Look at this, touch number 1, all the way down the field, 10 metres out from the try line. Let's see what we've got up our sleeve now.
Kapai, he feta, he perero, a sidestep, a swerve, and they're going forward. Whanganui girls, there's an opportunity. We talked about getting a good opportunity to have a strike on the line, George. Here's one for them.
Loving that short play. The ref has scored 5th touch. Again, just showing what they have. The agility in the bank there.
We said earlier, it's certainly got the skill set. And we just see, they just noticed there, so this is a coaching point. We saw the number 14 for Whanganui run to the corner and to get touched. So it's actually the furthest place for the team to actually get to subbing box. So this is now, I think, touch count 3. So well done on that last play.
Yeah, it just forces the team to work a bit harder to get to your side of the field. Otago did well to shift the ball there. And they'll line something up here for a scooper play. And there's Amy Johnson on the ball. And she's managed to find her way through. Let's see if she can link up with someone. Libby Chalice dotting it down. But again, Whanganui just really on the mirroring so well. And they've you can see they want to be here. They want to play, and the second half has been a completely different game.
Exactly. They stuck at it, they kept in the grind and made sure that they picked up the scooper going through. They stuck to it and able to come out on the right side of the ledger on that one. As again, Whanganui through the hands, through number 6. One of Whanganui rep players. Okay, well done. Referee's calling that offside, I think. It's there. So let's see here what they tend to do. We've got 2 of the rep players in the middle there. Tuahine Hatfield and Taina Haruruhiri. Short side play between Haruruhiri and Rennie.
Big lift from the link on defense there from Geneva Motani, just to force that pass.
Hatfield is in the dummy half. And just moving the ball. Just need someone to call something here. Let's get something in play. Oh, that was the final touch. It's a handover now.
Yeah, great set of defence there from Otago. As you would have saw earlier, they're always sending up one nice and fast, taking away the time from Whanganui, putting them under pressure and not allowing them to sit. And so whenever that one defender's out there making the touch, the other 4 or 5 defenders are almost on back and going forward after the touch is made. Good coaching, good positioning.
Yeah, I think that goes back to earlier comment you made, George, around connections and players moving in that defence formation together, staying connected as a team. As we start to go in the final 5 minutes of this match.
Demi McElwee on the ball. She's managed to find a way through. And Eilish Fright with the finish, but good touch again. We've seen Otago break through a few times, but the wings here have just been amazing. And here again, just mirroring it. Oh, unfortunately, just not there in time. We'll see what the refs say, but I think it might have been ball down before the touch.
Great referees, and here's a good example that we just saw here is the comms from the referee, just double checking just to make sure. And then touchdown, here we go on the Bunnings Warehouse replay. Just on the outside, the Otago player able to get on the outside of the link. And the ball down, touchdown before the player was able to make that touch.
Must have used the last centimetre of the field there to score.
Go. Let's see. We know that these girls can do it. They've shown us before. And certainly showing us their skill sets in the second half as we've got Mahoney on the ball again in tandem with Haruruhiri.
Yeah, a really good thing to watch there is just Otago all moving together there. All the girls, same body position, coming right across, nice and calm. And then on the ball back again here, driving it up. And great lift there. I love the proactive defense here. Just getting right up in the faces, making sure they're not giving any free yards. Good strong touch, and we'll see what the ref calls there. Lucky to get away with that one if they do.
And that type of lift has actually been a trademark of their games. We've always seen their middles go up. So, but when you're watching the Otago girls, you've got the middles and the rest of the team. So it's that connection George talked about. And here we go in the final 3 minutes. Referee calls a touch and pass. It's the signal for touch and pass for all those ones who have just completed the level 1 or just about to go into the level 1 referees course.
Yeah, and I highly recommend that for anyone coaching the game, especially at the grassroots level, like learning to referee. If we see here anyone who makes a touch, the players will be looking for the referee, and it's really good to teach youngsters at a young age just how to do that. So as a coach, that's probably the first steps, just teaching the players to get used to a referee being right next to you all the time and finding them to be on side, and makes you learn a lot more about the game to coach as well.
It's great insight there, Jarrett. You're so right. It's all about communication and developing those relationships, not just within your teams or your opposition, but with the referees.
It's been a great grind in the second half, almost 13 minutes into it, only one touchdown. It's been back and forth, coast to coast. Good defence, good attack by both teams. And we talked about the defence of Whanganui in the midfield and the transition zone, lifting high. It's really good to work, but there's a cost with that. It's a high work rate one, so sometimes it pays dividends in the fuel tank. So you may come up lacking there, but I love the urgency.
Kaore kore what? Without a doubt. You're spot on there. Well done, Whanganui. Let's see if they can keep connected on the line. Yeah, as Otago have another strike. Oh, that's a handover.
I'd love to see the stats for Whanganui in terms of how many try-stopping touches they've had on that quickie play and just on the scooping play and mirroring. It's been really, really good.
Yeah, they certainly have been impressive in the second half here. And it was just about probably just calming some nerves in the first half, because we know that these girls have got great skills and there's a great coaching staff there in the box supporting them.
It is a young team, this Whanganui team, so a lot of them first time to nationals, and they've still got another year to go. So it's good to get them here, getting a taste of the big time. They've done their province proud, wearing their hearts on their sleeve today. A lot of grit, like you said, getting there to stop those tries that almost look like they should be definite ones. Putting their bodies on the line. With 40 seconds to go, let's see what they can conjure up for this last part of the game.
A little sweep play on the link here. And for the line, McElwee, ref says all is good. And again, great manipulation of the 7 metre, and again just changing that point, taking away from the middles, forcing that link to work really hard on attack. Nice. As you see in the Bunnings warehouse replay here, Demi getting nice and low into the gap and no one coming across for the link, so she could see there's space for her there.
It's a trademark dive that I see often from the Otago girls. It just reminds me of a photo we have of Maya Josephs from the youth series doing exactly that. But it's well done here. Great game, great show of display by both teams here. Good teams, they're just coming together, being able to keep their heads high. We've certainly been impressed with what Whanganui have to offer, because we know, and we saw that definitely in the second half, their skill sets.
Definitely, and I mean, if they just clean up that transition play, they were really, really good. But what a great game to watch and awesome to commentate it.
So just the final call here: Otago 7, Whanganui 1. That's the unofficial score here at Bruce Pullman Park. Thank you very much.
Yeah.